Welcome to Coquitlam, British Columbia, where the mountains meet the city and the opportunities are endless. If you're looking to buy a home in Coquitlam, you're in luck because this city boasts some of the most beautiful and livable neighborhoods in all of British Columbia. And I'm taking you on a tour of the top 5 neighborhoods in this city right now. The city currently maintains over 80 parks, featuring trails and bike paths, playgrounds, sports fields, and picnic areas. There are 23 neighborhoods in Coquitlam. Many of them are fantastic places to live. Now, it's important to note that this list is not ranked. These are simply my top 5 picks. 4 out of the 5 neighborhoods in this video were the most searched areas on REW's website over the past year. Kicking things off in our number 5 neighborhood is Coquitlam East. This family-friendly suburban neighborhood is comprised mainly of single-family detached homes, many of which are located on a hillside with outstanding views of Mount Baker and the Portman Bridge. The Coquitlam East neighborhood is bordered by Colony Farm to the south, Mundy and Hickey to the west, the Coquitlam River to the east, and Mariner Way to the north. Coquitlam has 3 school classifications. You have elementary school from K to 5, middle school from 6 to 8, and then high school from 9 to 12. Elementary schools in the neighborhood are Riverview Elementary and R.C. McDonald Elementary. Secondary schools are Centennial Secondary or Charles Best, depending on which catchment you fall into. Amenities in this neighborhood are the Poirier Sport and Leisure Complex, where you can swim, gym, figure skate, play hockey, curling, and lacrosse. Mundy Park is a 170-hectare forested playground and is home to walking trails, a dog park, a playground, sports fields, and picnic areas. The Coquitlam East neighborhood is located at the eastern edge of the city and has great accessibility by car to both the Lougheed and No. 1 highways. So whether you're heading east to Surrey, Langley, and beyond, or west to Burnaby, Vancouver, or the North Shore, you have easy access to the highway. For transit, you have the Millennium and Evergreen lines, which will take you into Port Moody, and the Expo line to Vancouver. You also have 2 massive shopping centers to choose from. There's the Coquitlam Centre with all of its shops and restaurants, as well as the City of Lougheed Shopping Centre, which is undergoing a complete transformation. So with quiet, mature residential neighborhoods, why wouldn't you want to live here? Next up, our number 4 neighborhood is Central Coquitlam. As the name suggests, this neighborhood is situated right in the middle of the city and is bordered by Coquitlam East and West, Cape Horn and Maillardville, and at the north by Harbour Chines and Chineside. Here you'll find plenty of real estate options, including condos, townhomes, and detached home options. There are plenty of elementary and middle schools in this neighborhood, including Mundy and Parkland Elementary. There are 2 French immersion options at École Rochester and Porter Street Elementary. There are also Hillcrest, Montgomery, and Como Lake Middle Schools. And the main high school in this area is Centennial Secondary. Parks in this neighborhood include Blue Mountain Park, Como Lake Park, and Mundy Park. If you love to golf, there is the prestigious Vancouver Golf Club. Amenities in this neighborhood include the City of Lougheed Shopping Centre and the Cineplex Cinemas Coquitlam. Because this neighborhood is situated right in the middle of the city, you have easy access to anywhere else in Coquitlam, as well as the surrounding cities such as Port Coquitlam, Port Moody, New Westminster, and Burnaby. Just like the Coquitlam East neighborhood, Central Coquitlam has great accessibility by car to the Lougheed Highway and No. 1 highway. Buses running along major routes such as Como Lake Avenue and Austin Avenue will get you where you need to go in no time. And of course, the SkyTrain options help connect you to the 2 major shopping centers and other communities. Our number 3 neighborhood is Westwood Plateau. This area was named after the Westwood Motorsport Park, which operated from 1959 until 1990. Westwood Plateau holds a special place in my heart because this is the first neighborhood that my family and I lived in a detached house when I was younger. Now, we had lived in a townhouse in Port Moody for many years, but the summer before I started my grade 11 year at Port Moody Senior, my mom and dad purchased this house. This is where I lived and had my very own room for the first time in my life. This neighborhood was in its infancy when we first moved here. Just a few streets over, there was nothing but forest. In fact, I remember seeing a coyote for the very first time in my life, just a couple of streets that way. And the rest of the mountain up the hill was nothing but forest as well. In the 90s, this area became famous when Westbuild hosted the first of two luxury home builder showcases called the Street of Dreams. Many upscale homes with the latest building innovations were put on display and then sold. So this area offers you not only detached homes, but mansions. Some of these homes are so big, they look like hotels from the outside. Schools in the area are Panorama Heights, Bramblewood, and Pine Tree Way elementary schools. The middle school catchment is Summit Middle School. Westwood Plateau is unique in that it has 3 secondary school catchments. They are Pine Tree Secondary, Glen Eagle Secondary, and Heritage Woods Secondary, which is actually a Port Moody school. Being on the plateau, there are lots of great views in this neighborhood, along with lots of great parks and outdoor spaces. Probably the most famous being the Coquitlam Crunch. This is Coquitlam's answer to the grouse grind. So if you're looking for a great spot to run up and down a bunch of stairs, this is it. There is also Lafarge Lake and Town Center Park nearby, with a ton of activities for you to enjoy. There are sports fields, a running track, tennis courts, and a beautiful amphitheater where you can enjoy the many events put on there. There are also the Coquitlam Public Library and the City Center Aquatic Complex. The Westwood Plateau Golf and Country Club is considered one of the top 100 golf courses in Canada. Many of its 18 holes offer spectacular views of the Fraser Valley to the east and of the surrounding mountains to the north and west. For all your basic needs within walking distance, there is nearby Westwood Village. A short drive away is Pine Tree Village, with larger grocery stores like the Real Canadian Superstore. For everything else under the sun, you have the Coquitlam Centre. Here, you'll find things like Best Buy, The Bay, Walmart, and T&T Supermarket. You have easy access to the Barnett and Lougheed highways, as well as the Coquitlam Central and Lafarge Lake Douglas stations. Like all the neighborhoods in Coquitlam, Westwood Plateau is quite large, and unless you live very close to any of the public transit options, you can count on having to use your car to get around more easily. Our number 2 neighborhood is Burke Mountain. This is definitely a rapidly growing and evolving neighborhood. If you're looking for newer homes, this is definitely the neighborhood for you, as most of these homes were built post-2010. You're mostly going to find single-family detached homes and townhouses in this neighborhood. Now, one of the cons of living in this neighborhood in the short term is that there are not a lot of shopping and amenities within walking distance. However, those will be coming soon. Burke Mountain Village is being developed and will serve the community. The Burke Mountain Village community will include 2,000 plus residential dwellings and 120,000 square feet of retail commercial space, including a central greenway, grocery store, plus a large public plaza within its 39 acres. There will also be the Northeast Community Center and a 3.6 acre park for all to enjoy. Be sure to check out the City of Coquitlam's Northwest Burke Vision to see what's coming. Elementary schools are Smiling Creek and Lee Elementary, with 2 more planned. There are no middle or high schools as of yet, but for now, those options are École Coquitlam Middle and Minnetonka Middle Schools, as well as Terry Fox Secondary in Port Coquitlam. Burke Mountain is very reminiscent of North Vancouver. You are nestled on the mountain, surrounded by parks and trails, so it doesn't matter whether you're a walker, hiker, or avid mountain biker, there are plenty of things for you to do. This neighborhood is home to a variety of parks, including Pinecone Burke Provincial Park, Queenston Park, Lee Park, and nearby Coquitlam River Park and Minnetonka Regional Park. One of the newest parks is Sheffield Park, which opened last summer. Design and construction funding came from developer contributions and development cost charges associated with development in the neighborhood. As I mentioned earlier, there are not a lot of amenities within walking distance other than what you'll find at David and Coast Meridian. However, whatever you need is only a short drive away. You'll find groceries at the Save On Foods at Prairie Mall, as well as banking, coffee shops, a liquor liquor store and gas stations all right here. For other big box stores, there's a Costco in Port Coquitlam, a Walmart and other restaurants in the Fremont Village Mall, and don't forget the Coquitlam Centre is nearby as well. While there isn't a SkyTrain station right here, there are buses that will get you to the Lafarge Lake Station or the West Coast Express in Port Coquitlam. But living in this neighborhood definitely requires having a vehicle to get around efficiently. And our number one neighborhood is West Coquitlam. This sub-area is bordered by Port Moody's Glen Eyre neighborhood to the north, Highway 1 to the south, and Burnaby to the east. The main roads are North Road and Blue Mountain running north-south, and Austin and Como Lake running east-west. This has been one of the most rapidly changing neighborhoods in all of Coquitlam, and also where you'll find the most diverse range of real estate options. Everything from high-rise and low-rise condos to duplexes, townhomes, and single-family detached homes. The two most notable areas are the Lougheed and Burquitlam neighborhoods. Both areas have exploded with new high-rise and condo developments, and the City of Lougheed Shopping Centre is being completely revamped. The accessibility for both transit and vehicles in West Coquitlam is fantastic. By car, you have immediate access to the Lougheed and number 1 highways, so no matter which direction you're headed, you can get there quickly. If you're looking for the most transit-friendly neighborhoods, the Burquitlam and Lougheed areas are definitely them. You have the Lougheed station at the City of Lougheed and the Burquitlam station in Burquitlam itself, as well as the line heading east into Port Moody. The elementary schools in the area are Lord Baden-Powell, Roy Stibbs, Alderson, and Mountain View Elementary. Ecole Banting is the middle school, and the secondary school for this area is Centennial High School. The shopping and restaurant offerings in this neighborhood are fantastic. You have Koreatown just off North Road with the Hunan Supermarket and H-Mart Coquitlam. Burquitlam has a lot to offer as well around Burquitlam Plaza, including the Safeway and my favorite, the Yorn Bar Bakery. But the biggest draw would be the City of Lougheed Shopping Centre. So if this video has got you excited about living in one of these neighborhoods, give me a call. Hey, thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed that video and you want to learn more about Metro Vancouver neighborhoods, I have filmed a ton of neighborhoods around Metro Vancouver, and you can check them out on this playlist right here. And while you're here, hit that subscribe button, because on this channel, you're going to find everything you need to live, love, and own here in Vancouver. So don't forget to subscribe.